I want to give a comparison of a Honeywell turbo fan and a Vornado fan here to see which fan is going to make the blades on that fan move there down the hallway, and that is turned off. Now this is the Honeywell fan that I brought home from the trash last week. It says Honeywell there. So, and it sounds like a Vornado, but except it's cheaper with a smaller switch, and Vornado here is more expensive. So let's see which fan will blow air far from here. So I get the camera and chair. Turn the Honeywell fan on high. That'll do it. Well, sadly, Honeywell fan did not work that good. Let's try again. Yeah, it's again moving the blades very slow. It's blowing very slow. Oh, it's doing something there. Let's get that Honeywell fan out of the way now. Get that out of the way here, and let's place the Vornado here, and let's see how well it works with the $40 fan compared to an inexpensive fan. Let's see how it goes now. Well, as you can tell, that's moving it faster here. From here it's moving, it takes us time to make the blades move, unlike the cheaper Honeywell fan. Look at that. Well, Vornado's our winner, since this is a powerful fan, and this is a more expensive fan, powerful for the small size. And that's the way of a Honeywell fan here versus a small Vornado room fan. Goodbye.
Okay, today we're going to just have a quick look at how to check the high and low speed operation of your fans. First of all, just looking down from the top, the part that we want to check is down here. I'm just going to shine a light on it. That's the connector, sort of triangular shaped connector that we need to disconnect from the radiator in order to check the high and low speed fan operation. Now, as you can see on mine, which is a V6, is very difficult to get to. That's me just touching it there. Sorry. Okay, got my finger pointing at it there. Now, try as I might, I cannot remove it from up here. I can't pull it off. So what I've done, once again, I've got my car up on axle stands in order to give me a lot of space, and what we're going to do is have a look at it from underneath. The first thing I need to do is remove the kind of under tray that I've got there. So my recommendation is spend 10 minutes getting it up on axle stands to make the whole job a lot easier. Okay, so I've actually had to remove the wheel, the side part of the under tray as well, in order to see what we're doing. So I've had to take the front of the under tray off here, and then that side part, which normally goes here, laying around this area. It's very difficult to see, unfortunately, or get to, if you haven't got that. Now here you can see the same plug I was looking at before, and now we're underneath. Okay, so just to pull back slightly, I've got the fan assembly on the left there. That's the bottom radiator hose. That's my own resistor kit wires. That's the bottom of my radiator. You can see I've got a slight weep there. It's been like that for a while, so not too much to worry about. But if you're taking yours off, you might as well have a look around and make sure you haven't got any leaks, etc. Okay, there's the plug that we need to remove, and it's quite difficult to get off. What you need, if I can hold everything together, is a flat tip screwdriver like this, and you need to insert it up at an angle like so, in order to put it in that part there. Let me just zoom in on that. I've got it just wedged into that part there of the fan connector, or temperature connector I should say. There's my screwdriver coming down the bottom behind the radiator hose, kind of behind the fan block switch, and then into that area. And then unfortunately I can't really show it at the same time as videoing, but what you need to do is twist that bit there, and it's really stiff. Okay, so that bit there needs to be twisted in order to, let me just zoom in on that. Okay, in order to kind of release the clip that's holding it on. So when it's like that, I can now pull it off. I shall attempt to do it one-handed while holding the torch and a video. Okay, a little wiggle, and now it's coming off. Okay, that's obviously more difficult for me because I'm trying to video at the same time. And here is the switch that we need to access in order to check the high and low speed of our fans. Okay, so what you need is a piece of wire, ideally a couple of these blue connectors. You can get them on eBay, etc., or Halfords. And I'm just going to crimp one to one end of the wire and one to the other, just with some wire crimpers. Okay, so you can, what I've done is pulled the connector block up to the top of the engine here. It originates kind of near the battery tray, so it's possible to pull it up so you can work from the top to make it a bit easier. Now the top one, if I describe that as number 1, and the bottom right as number 2, and the bottom left as number 3, that's with all of these being vertical. Okay, if I changed it so they were not vertical like this, horizontal, then obviously that doesn't, my description doesn't quite apply. So turn it like that, so you've got them vertical, number 1, 2, 3. And what you need to do to check the low speed operation is join number 1 to number 2, or I should say the top one to the one that's on my right hand side. So if I join those two together with the ignition key off, my fan should operate at low speed. Okay, so my fans currently are not spinning. Okay. Now you can probably hear my fan spinning. Torch on them to see them spinning. Test 2, I'll remove the top one, and what we're going to do is put it there so that both the bottom ones are joined. Okay, at the moment nothing's happening. You need to turn your ignition on with the key to see if the fans operate in high speed mode. So this is a high speed operation. The bottom two connected, ignition on. You can hear how fast they're going. But sounds like a hairdryer, it's quite loud. Okay, I've just removed the wire. Okay, and also here are the fuses on the top of the battery. And fuse number 3, counting from the left, so we've got 1, 2, 3. This one is the one that can blow if your fans aren't operating correctly, or they're only operating on high speed. Eventually this is the one that can burn out. Okay, it actually says 40 amp on it, so mine says the first one is 150 amp, it's 110 amp, 40 amp, 50 amp and 50 amp, and it's that one there, the third one from the left, that you need to just check. So basically just check these fuses and make sure they're okay, and you've got 3 others, more minor fuses there too. If this looks burnt or disturbed, or the nuts aren't tight, then clearly, you know, that will cause a problem.